Okay, so we're going to go through exponent laws, and there's 3, and actually I'm going to go over 2 other ones, but I'll add those at the end. Okay, let's focus. So, exponent laws, first of all, in order to simplify any of the exponents, we have to make sure the base, so it's the number on the bottom, is the same. When the number on the bottom is on the same, we keep it the same when simplifying. Okay, so because this is multiplication, okay, this is the multiplicative rules of exponents, and what that means is we can rewrite it as one base, which is the number 2, and we take the 2 exponents and we add them together. So 3 plus 4, and that's because they're multiplied. Okay, so when they're multiplied, we add the exponents together. Okay, what is 3 plus 4?
7.
So this is 2 to the power of 7. So let's build a rule. And what this means by building a rule is, let's say we have x to the power of a times x to the power of b. How would I write that as a rule? X to the power of what? What would I do with those a and b?
X to the power of a plus b.
That's right. So we just built the rule. That's exactly what the rule is. So we reversed it. We did an example and then built the rule. Let's do the same with the next one. In the next one, it's the same idea. We keep the base the same. In this case, the base is 2. And because it's division, what do you think we do to the 2 exponents instead? Before we added them as multiplication, right? Division's, yeah, because division is opposite of multiplication. Opposite of addition is subtraction. So 3 subtract 4. Okay. What is 3 subtract 4?
Negative 1.
Negative 1. Okay. So let's build the rule again. Let's say we have x to the power of a divided by x to the power of b is equal to x to the power of
X to the power of a plus b.
Plus b?
Or no, minus b.
Minus b. Good. You've just built the rule again. Right. And finally, in the last one, same idea. Our base is the number 2, so we keep it. But this is a power of a power. Okay, so this is the idea of this being an exponent. This hat kind of represents exponents. Okay. In this case, we multiply the 2 of them. Okay, so we would do 3 times 4. Okay, what will that give us in the end? That will give us 2 to the power of, it's 3 times 4.
12.
Great. So let's build a rule. X to the power of a to the power of b is equal to x to the power of
a times b.
A times b. That little dot means multiplication. Okay? So you built it. You've just gone through those 3. There are 2 others I would like you to know. Okay, we'll call this example 4. What about 2 to the power of 0? Do you happen to know what that equals? The power of 0? Let's put it in a calculator. Okay. 2 to the power of 0 equals
1.
1. Let's try 5 to the power of 0.
1.
Yeah. It's always going to equal 1. So let's build a rule. X to the power of 0 is always equal to
1.
1. Okay. And finally, the last
remember
one.
that one.
Good. And the last one I want you to do, I want you to make this a positive exponent. Okay. So I have 2 to the power of negative 1. Okay. This is a negative exponent. We want it to be a positive exponent. Well, this is technically a fraction. Okay. And what we do is we invert the base to make it a positive exponent. So think of it like this. We have, we put kind of brackets around it. And to make this a positive exponent, okay, we invert it. So it becomes 1 over 2 to the power of 1. Okay, that makes this a positive exponent. So if we were to write this a rule, x to the power of negative 1 is equal to what? It's a hard one to write this rule. Yeah. I'll give you another example. Let's say we had 3 over 2 to the power of negative 2. I want to make this exponent positive. I invert what's in there, so it becomes 2 over 3 to the power of
Positive 2.
Positive 2. So if I were to write this as an exponent, x to the power of negative 1, how to make that a positive exponent? It's equal to what?
So it would be equal to...
What's technically below that x? What number? I want to make it a fraction.
2. Or no, 1.
Yeah. So now how do I rewrite it?
So it would be 1 to the power of negative 1.
Won't be to the power of negative 1. So what do we do with these 2 exponents here? Remember, with these exponents changed. We went from negative to positive. What did we do to the base? We inverted it, right? Right here, we inverted it too. 2 over 1 became 1 over 2. So x over 1 becomes 1 over, what's this here?
Or x
To the power of,
to the power of -1.
is it negative anymore
Or
if we
positive.
invert it? To positive.
Positive.
Okay. That's a tough rule, and that's fine. We'll get more into that rule